Oh,
yeah. They were in the lead the entire time until either Acno or Blaze. It wasn't like a single player. We can't say like, oh, Acno keeps losing all of his stocks first, has to survive a little bit longer. No. Simple and Blue were looking at the right opportunities and taking advantage of them so that they can get the 2v1 every time, and that's what secured that 3-1 lead over in that best of 5. They want that rematch so that they can maybe avoid those scenarios again, but first they have to get through Aggz0 and VipR, who really want to be able to fight against Blue and Simple and potentially take the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel EU 2v2 Championship. Game number 1 is on Mammoth Fortress, and we're underway with the Ragnir in Bryn combo versus the Ragnir in Bodvar.
Ooh, blue team stealing both of those opening
very
weapons.
Significant.
And I mean, you see that showing up in the damage differential. Just kind of Acno barely touched, damage building up, VipR going into the orange. Ooh, I love that. Blaze swooping in to save Acno, preventing any kind of team combo from getting started.
VipR connects with the neutral light, sends Blaze off the right side of the map, but Blaze returns with such a meaty string of his own. Sidelight and a nair from VipR, but he can't risk going for the recovery. Aggz0's right on top, but Aggz0 get the kill at the top, and then followed up with the return strike from Acno.
Oh, and the ground pound. These have just been crazy trades all around.
Sometimes you see those exchanges off stage on the side of the map, but in the air, off the...
I cannot believe it. Just full-on aerial combat.
Things seem to calm down a little bit in the first minute of the game. Acno holding on to his first stock, but we've seen the stock taking from Acno or Blaze
so dangerous. He only has his dodge left. Managed to get back to the wall.
Weapon toss from Acno doesn't lead into the pick-up neutral air. Sidelight walking forward with the spear, hitting him twice, both with the tip in the end of the spear.
Oh man, Aggz0 just following up into the sky, trying to get as much coverage as possible. Blaze got that KO, and now Aggz0 only has 1 stock left. This is going by so insanely fast.
Sares are used.
Another one.
Connected.
I mean, you can just count on like 1 KO to happen just about every 20 seconds.
Managed to make it back. Acno goes so deep for the ground pound and gets nared from VipR. Being unarmed against guitars off stage, we'll say it over and over again. Very risky for the unarmed player, but still manages to make it back. VipR goes for the weapon toss, but doesn't get any more follow-up. Maybe he's using it as an interrupt to be able to help out Aggz0. Aggz0 is on the last stock of game number 1. Blaze could shortly follow afterwards if Aggz0 is just able to find anything. Recovery does not quite connect. Wants that reversal, but Blaze is putting on so much hurt, even though the color of red.
Slap him! And I'm gonna slap your friend too. I'm going to go around slapping everybody. Blaze now down on his final stock, but Aggz0 incredibly damaged. That is going to be the linchpin of this match.
If VipR and Aggz0 can find the team combo to Blaze, well, no longer. VipR gets hit by the recovery at the top of the map, and Blaze and Acno are, we're seeing, it's interesting to say you were carrying momentum from a lost set. But with how close the set was, despite the numbers being 3-1, it feels as though Acno and Blaze know exactly what they want to do, and they're almost practicing against VipR and Aggz0 to prepare for the rematch against Blue and Simple. VipR doing his best, his darndest to succeed in this 1v2, but just
what's the Guinness World Record? Get another one. That's right. We're going for 4.
Blaze
trying for 5. VipR having to put that canopy of Axe neutral airs above him to try and just find his way back onto solid ground.
Sidelight connects and actually getting the KO onto Acno, but Acno had 2 stocks to work with from Blaze, pokes him off the side of the stage with the neutral light so they continue his pogo stick routine. Weapon toss does not connect with VipR, and VipR jumps with these recovering stairs and doing his best to hold on to the stock as long as possible. We see 2 exclamation points
coming up. He had to get back onto stage. He would have had no more jumps left.
Double ground pound. Oh, they both went through the gravity cancel downlight on top. A ladder of downlights. One of them was bound to connect. And the ground pound that followed afterwards, that was in sync.
That was perfect ballet performance synchronization on that wall. That just looked cool.
It looked phenomenal. And even before the synchronized downlights, they had the weapon tosses, which, while not in sync, covered 2 angles that forced VipR to recover in such a fashion so that they could perform their ballerina act. Game number 1 goes over to Blaze and Acno very convincingly, and Aggz0 is going to have to hold on to his stocks a little bit longer if he wants to be able to give VipR a chance to prove how powerful and how great his guitar strings are as he's opening up amazingly on Blaze.
I mean, I think he's proving it right now. He just got like 7 hits, completely unanswered and just continuing on with it. Damage build, oh my gosh, Acno again with the double chop. Aggz0 just able to reach that bottom corner, but I gotta tell you, he's gotta be mindful.
Found one down there, didn't want to go for any more. Blaze, the recovery, gets swatted aside by VipR. Ooh. The overhead swings from Blaze as he tries to recover to the stage.
Chopped far off, Aggz0 going for the edge guard. He's got the hammer. So many different options to score a KO when they are that deep. Acno again, everybody's just tapping this bottom corner and now just tapping the bottom of the screen.
The ground pound through the Mammoth Fortress platform, giving that false sense of security.
Oh my
enables the KO.
gosh.
Blaze gets the chase dodge off the recovery and makes it back.
Aggz0 somehow still surviving. What is that Vikings armor made out of? At least once more, Miss Swan. He can take so many hits.
Stomps there from Aggz0 sends his opponent flying to his death. And Aggz0's now the one stock. Oh, so dangerously hurt, but the neutral light does connect with Acno, doesn't result in his stock being lost. Acno looking for that side stick, hoping that maybe VipR was going to recover towards the left side of the stage. Acno connects to the neutral light and goes for the team combo. Drops as VipR applied pressure to Blaze, and Acno and Aggz0 are fighting off the side of the stage.
Yes!
The grapple connects, and the perfect angle doesn't bounce off the stage, but instead sends him flying to his death.
Could not have asked for any better.
The side stick from Blaze puts a ton of damage on Acno. And Blaze now getting creative with the Bryn signatures, giving that down signature, rotating the spear in such a way to be able to catch VipR's landing, but no, doesn't connect, and Aggz0 with the light taps the side light on hammer.
I mean, VipR is the one most in danger of getting knocked out here, but Acno is the one most in danger of just being out of the match entirely.
Oh yes, and after that side light from VipR connected, sure, VipR lost the stock, but the trade came on to Blaze, and all right, evening it up. Acno dangerously close to having a bad exchange with VipR off the left side of Mammoth Fortress, but makes it back.
Man, I gotta tell you, I thought Acno would be the only one-on-one stock, but he just let it rip. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Everybody join me down here.
VipR is just rolling left and right with guitar side lights, connecting with so many of the Blaze moves. Acno found his own side light, the down air. Very bold side stick from Aggz0. Acno was able to punish, but not too hard. The blue team is so close to losing the stock, and then the delay recovery, spinning Blaze to his death, and shortly afterwards, Acno, the weapon toss accidentally connected with Aggz0, but the weapon toss from Aggz0 might be enough. Ground pound, no, doesn't go for it. Lets Acno touch. They have a little bit of room to work with.
All right, they know they have the severe advantage. Acno just needs a little tap to get knocked out. Aggz0 and VipR, I mean, they're in orange, but that's still a lot of hits away. Oh my gosh!
Nair.
The follow-up sword toss would have hit if he didn't die yet. It's just that kind of coverage that Aggz0 and VipR have.
And Aggz0 and VipR even it up 1-1. Blaze and Acno looked really solid on Mammoth Fortress in game number 1. And VipR and Aggz0, similarly to what we saw happening against JK Zyder and Fizz, right? The weakest that VipR and Aggz0 looked was at the beginning, game 1, game 2, and as it progressed, it was nearly a 6 stock. Are we going to see a repeat of that best of 3 in best of 5 mode against Acno and Blaze? Will this be the 3-1 VipR and Aggz0 need to fight against Blue and Simple in grand finals? Mammoth Fortress is game number 3, opting to stick in the arena of their choosing. No matter what team is picking, they seem to want to go back to the stage, and it's working in favor of the blue team so well.
I mean, they're just finding all these gigantic,
even VipR is finding damage on Aggz0.
So much damage flying onto the red team. I mean, you were talking about things just really getting away from them here. I don't want to see it happen this early.
No. Down air connects from Blaze. He's playing whack-a-mole.
That's gotta be it.
To his death. Aggz0 shortly afterwards, perhaps. No, Acno accidentally connecting with Blaze. Turns on the furnace, trying to burn with the down signature. The longer that you hold it, the longer that it's active. Sends Aggz0 flying anyways.
The quick 2-stock lead.
The gravity cancel side sig off the team combo. Downer on the VipR.
VipR with the double chop. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane.
It is 50 seconds in.
I mean, how much more quickly do you want them to just eliminate the opponent?
I'm thinking that Mammoth Fortress might be the first map banned out after this match. Unless VipR and Aggz0 can make the same thing that's happening to them happen to Blaze and Acno in the same match, it's looking like this is totally in the favor of blue team. The recovery gets punished by Aggz0, connects to the neutral air. Acno finding a neutral air and Blaze, a little bit of flubs coming from the blue team as they're able to find the kill into Acno, but that is just stock number 1, and VipR almost into the orange.
I mean, even after getting that KO, they haven't been able to stabilize.
Can Blaze get Aggz0?
Acno has just been fighting them 2v1. He had no problems and just pouring on more damage. Blaze finally going down, but the tail is the same here. Look at Acno. He has no trouble fighting the 2v1. Just split the red team wide.
Acno seeking that side air onto Aggz0 to be able to take up that stock and bring him to this last one so they can focus on VipR, but VipR doing a good job of navigating through.
Oh my gosh.
Got a few nairs and recoveries, but Aggz0 losing that last stock, and VipR once again facing the devastating blows of the axe downward sweep, that down aerial attack, causing so many of the stocks to be lost throughout the EU Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Championship.
Man, VipR and Aggz0 have to find some sort of answer. It looks like download complete here. I don't know if they'll be able to bring this back. I mean, Aggz0 is getting sent almost off the side.
Is Aggz0 going to lose his 3 stocks first before VipR, despite VipR losing those 2 stocks so early on? No! VipR gets hit with the recovery after recovery from Blaze.
I mean, this is nigh unwinnable. You've got to imagine they're already thinking about, all right, we're up 2-1 in the set. We just need to close out one more.
But that's not how Aggz0 is thinking. Aggz0's got Blaze on the side of the stage, and the self-destruct coming up from Blaze. And Aggz0 manages to hold onto the stock. If Acno goes off stage, a little bit too risky. No, Falling Stare connects with Aggz0's skull, sends him flying off the left side of the map. And a 2-1 lead is secured for Blaze and Acno. They are on the verge of getting their grand finals rematch against Blue and Simple, who are waiting for the victor of this best of 5.
Man, just absolutely dominant performance that last game. It was such a far and away huge lead, and they just kept it going all the way through. Aggz0 VipR, they have to find some way to just slam this momentum into a brick wall. First weapons going the way of Aggz0 and Acno. But will it be enough? VipR caught unarmed. We saw him take a ton of early damage, losing his stock fairly early in the last game. You cannot have the same thing happen here.
Aggz0 doing a decent job of being able to avoid too much damage onto the person so far, but Acno off stage with guitars, whether it's Aggz or guitars, Acno off stage just seems to be red team's bane. Down like connecting from Acno and VipR returning it, but Acno taking VipR's string and making it his own. Gravity cancel neutral stick from VipR, gets punished by a ground pound off in the top right.
Rotation.
VipR and Acno have been fighting off stage, and the gravity cancel neutral stick hits again. Acno can't even make it back, and Blaze is not in range to be able to help. Even if he went for the weapon toss with the neutral stick, it's a return on VipR. Aggz0 makes it back. Amazing exchange happening off stage. When you see ground pounds connecting in the top right of any map, you know that off stage exchange is incredible.
Aggz0 trying to find his way back to the stage here. I gotta tell you, I thought this would have been far and away in the favor of the blue team. I can't believe it's only 1 stock right now. That is credit to VipR just kind of stealing out that KO very early.
VipR with that mid-set adaptation, regardless of the map that they're choosing. And
my gosh! That was an insane team play. You set him up, I knock him down, let's keep it going.
And Aggz0 continuing with the team play. VipR then setting it up for Aggz0 to turn around and get the smashing Bodvar side signature. And VipR with the neutral stick puts Aggz0 almost in a position to get neutral lighted. Blaze losing that first stock. And Acno so close to losing his last one. It doesn't matter. Between Aggz0 and VipR and Blaze and Acno, it just seems like one team dominates the other.
They're all just taking turns at the top.
Oh, Aggz0 went for the gravity cancel neutral light, the stand in place sword flurry of blows.
Look at that confirmation, turning 1 hit into 4.
And Blaze with the copter over and over again, using the spear recovery, just trying to catch them on the way back down. And if it doesn't work, just do it again. And we hear, but Aggz0 off stage gets the ground pound, we get another one. He waits all the way, but Blaze avoiding the ground pound, self-destructs as a result. The Stare doesn't connect, doesn't activate the chase dodge, and Blaze is now on his last stock. Acno close to follow as Acno is on another level. Recovery follows up, but Blaze stops Acno from being able to take the damage, and VipR loses that second stock. Can Acno finish off Aggz0 as well?
I gotta tell you, it was such an early lead for the blue team, but it has really just ran away from them. Like Aggz0 and VipR, yes, they are down on their final stocks now, but Acno is ready to be knocked out, and then it'll just be a quick 2v1, and we know VipR and Aggz0 have the confirmations to make that happen insanely fast.
Blaze jumping Sair, Nair connects with VipR. Sidelight and try to go for sidelight. Nair connection with VipR.
Yep, that's all it
recovery.
takes. Just the one recovery. Now Blaze, I don't know if he's going to be able to thread the needle for as long as he needs to between these two.
That's a nice meaty Sair, however. Connect both with VipR and Aggz0. And Sidelight Sair is exactly the kind of combo that you want on an opponent near death percent. And Blaze is making Aggz0 and VipR look like he can get this. That's the 3-1 victory he needs. Nair after Nair is coming up with the team combos from Aggz0 and VipR that happened at the beginning of this game.
Whoa.
They're not coming out. Sidelight catches Blaze on the backswing.
Oh my gosh,
Almost
Sair. Both of them there.
Blaze almost got put in the perfect position to finish off VipR. Weapon
Dodging
tosses
through that
away,
weapon
and Aggz0
toss.
just waits for the weapon respawn, finds the hammer, and Blaze still manages to survive. Such a high, tense moment. Aggz0 gets a nice little tap. The sidelight looks for the recovery on hammer to get the reversal. The jumping Sair from VipR and the celebratory side sig. VipR manages to take it to game number 5. And I mean VipR, look at the damage. Aggz0 held his own, but VipR definitely did a lot of work in game number 4. And is Mammoth Fortress going to be the arena the entire time it is?
That's just what it's all about. We're going back there time and time again. They're just happy to duke it out.
If this follows the trend of stomps, it's been Acno and Blaze, then VipR and Aggz0 every time. Victory, victory, all the way to game number 5. If we're following how the game's been going, Acno and Blaze are destined to win this one. And look at the start. Double D-Light Cider onto Aggz0, using the gravity cancel to be able to carry Ladder's opponent up into the air. VipR returned a little bit more damage on the Blaze and Acno, and after that starter, it's looking so good. Aggz0's juggling both Acno and Blaze at the same time.
VipR, the double continuance, and gets the KO. Man, this has really just been VipR's set. He opens big every single game. Whenever the red team's got the lead, it is because VipR just scoring so many hits while Aggz0 runs the support role.
And Aggz0 was doing such a great job at the support role because he was comboing both Acno and Blaze off of VipR's opportunities. Now the downlights are being used as anti-airs, swinging the axe up and at the side. Down to connects. Blaze sent flying in a similar fashion as previous games, and now Aggz0 and VipR 6 stocks to 4, and continuing with the lead. Stop, sidelight, recovery. Aggz0 goes to the ground pound, but Blaze returns. The dive kick is still not enough, just trying to get back to the stage so he can find a weapon. VipR is on another level. Neutral sig dodged out of the way to put Aggz0 in a position to find the neutral air, slamming Blaze even further into the red.
I mean, Aggz0's been getting these just gigantic, beefy swings, building their lead, just managing to maintain it. And that's why everybody is red, except it's a 2-stock lead for Aggz0. Now just a 1-stock lead. Somehow Aggz0 surviving off the top.
VipR loses that first stock, but only after putting so much damage onto 2 stocks of the blue team. Aggz0 cleverly defended the weapon for VipR to pick up. The axe is definitely the weapon of choice for the set.
Ooh, Aggz0 finally going down. We've seen crazy turnarounds in these games before.
That was so spooky. We've seen VipR lose a stock and then immediately lose a stock afterwards due to Blaze or Acno's offstage. Down the side. The team combo for blue turned into the best combo for red, and VipR just following Acno around. Acno was able to swing his axe upwards, connect them there.
That was actually insane. I gotta say, I did not think blue team would be able to bring this back, but I mean, they made the first steps on that long journey. Both of them going for the fastball special.
Blue team. VipR on those last stock, and Blaze evened it up. Blaze getting the ground pound on Aggz0. Aggz0 falls to his death, and blue team is in the lead. Blue team is in the lead on game number 5.
Leads don't even matter. It just flops back and forth. This is crazy. You can never predict.
Aggz0 cleverly jumps up, avoids the downlight from Acno. Scoops him off the top of the stage, and it is dead even. Tournament stock for all players involved in this game. Will it go down to a 1v1? VipR and Aggz0 starting off strong, with the exchange from Acno getting in with that sidelight chase dodge, and the guitar string is beginning. Down airs from VipR doesn't lead into too much else. Acno working out really well, and Blaze finds the scoop, smacks him with the hammer. Blaze returning with the Sair, chopping VipR off to the right side of the stage.
It's just big damage back and forth.
Even.
We've got all axes
Acno taking
and
the
hammers.
first deficit. Heavy hitting weapons all around. Blaze sent flying as well. VipR loses the weapon. Blaze gets the neutral sig combo to Aggz0, putting him into death percent.
Blaze almost off the top. Aggz0 almost off the side. He's going for the edge guard. The perfect snipe out.
Does he get it on Aggz0? He does! Dagger connects VipR now in a 1v2, but he can do it.
All it takes is one signature. Even just the recovery. Wow, I can't believe Acno survived. Now VipR trying to find his way back onto stage, manages to get it even threatening into taking the center position, taking Blaze out.
The falling snare does it with one swift swing of the axe, takes out VipR and secures the rematch against Blue and Simple in Grand Finals. Such an incredibly close 1v2, and VipR was so close to making it happen, but in the end, Acno and Blaze, the up-and-coming EU 2v2 team, is no longer such. They have established themselves as some of the fiercest competitions in Europe, and now have made their way into